So 10 amazing facts about Isaac Newton you might not have known. Let's have fun. Number one, Newton was a big-time sinner. That's what he claims. Well, this is hilarious. You want to know what some of his sins were? He listed 48 of them at one point. Peevishness. Come on, who isn't peevish? Okay, having unclean thoughts, words and actions and dreams. I believe that would be all of us. Bring it down, Isaac. Okay, and then finally, eating an apple at thy house, referring to the Lord. Okay, in other words, not at all a big-time sinner. In fact, that's fact number 10 I'll get to in a minute there. That's also amazing, okay? But it turns out he was so meticulous that he thought, wow, eating an apple at church is a big-time sin. And once I dreamt about a girl. Okay, whoa. Fact number 2, he stuck a needle in his eye socket on purpose. He was constantly experimenting with things, so he's like, I don't know, let's see what happens. He was like, well, seek the Lord. I was like, I saw the drawings. I was like, don't do it. Dude, Sir Newton, bring it back down. Okay, fact number 3, he had 2 nervous breakdowns. So you might have that too if you were worried about having unclean thoughts and sticking needles in your eyes. Fact number 4, he was born a preemie to poorly educated parents. So that's fascinating. He was born 3 months early. All the way back then, he survived. His parents were poor. If his mom had not remarried a more wealthy gentleman, well, he would have never gotten an education and we never would have had Sir Isaac Newton. That's why I believe in making sure that everybody's got an opportunity, because you don't know which kid born wherever he was could be the next Isaac Newton unless you give him a chance. So that's super interesting. Fact number 5, since he was still poor while going to school, his father had enough money to send him to school, but they weren't rich by any stretch of the imagination. He still had to wait tables. So like a lot of you, he actually had to go at the time with the pubs, etc., that they had there and wait tables as he went to Cambridge. Fact number 6, he was a lonely guy. Given some of the strange thoughts that I told you a second ago, that shouldn't be altogether that surprising. But also, there were some theories that he was autistic or maybe bipolar. Not only was he lonely, but he got into a lot of fights as well as a kid and also as an adult. Kind of idea of like Sir Isaac Newton being in a fight. Put him up, old chap. That sounds kind of funny as well. Here's the most amazing one. He escaped the Great Plague. Now, that's not a big deal. A lot of people escaped it. A lot of people didn't, of course. But how? Back in 1665, he's going to Cambridge. And they say, hey, you know what? We all got to take a little bit of a break here, like an extended spring break, because of the bubonic plague. Now, not really how you want to take an extra break from school. So they send him home. You know what he did while he was at home? While the rest of his classmates were in Cancun, he invented calculus. So I guess a silver lining in the bubonic plague. Newton's like, I got nothing to do. I got all these unclean thoughts. I already stuck the needle in my eye socket. Now I'll invent calculus. Man, some people are just smart, man. All right. He also apparently practiced alchemy. People are flipped out by this, like, oh my God, he's so smart, but he thought he could turn other metals into gold. That's crazy. Look, dude, it was 1665. God knows what we could have done. We didn't know anything back then. We partly know the things we know now because of Isaac Newton. So he tried a bunch of things. It makes sense. Fact number 9, he didn't think up his theories after seeing an apple fall to the ground. To which I say, of course, that's not how it happened. Who really, an apple. Oh yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, gravity, isn't it? Here, let me do that. Okay, no, the guy who thought up of calculus during the bubonic plague break didn't think of all these things because of an apple. Oh, yeah. Although he apparently did eat an apple in church. Maybe that's where the story came from. And fact number 10, now this is not, we say it's a fact, but the leading theory is that he died a virgin, which seems so wrong. I mean, the man should have been rewarded a little bit better than that. All those wonderful additions to human knowledge, didn't even get laid for it? That ain't right. I love history. I love facts, love sharing them with you. Now you know a little bit more about Sir Isaac Newton.